So here I have this storage box lid that I've 3D scanned, and all the little shapes on top are just these little tracker things, right? Now normally I'd clean this up in the actual scanning software, but I want to show you how anyone can do it in Blender. That way if you ever get given a scan, you always have this as an option to be able to clean it up and get ready for it to be 3D modeled. All these import settings you can pretty much leave as is. I tend to shrink mine down because it brings it in too large, but it depends on where you've got that STL from in the first place. An STL file is basically a bare bones mesh, and I think all 3D scanning software would spit that out, so this is always an option. Okay, you can see how out of line this is with the X and Y plane. So the first trick is to get all that. The way we can do that is make sure we pick one plane to look down from. And we want to rotate this just to the best of our ability in that plane and then switch to another one. Actually, one thing I'll do before I do anything is I will set the origin to the center of the mass. What that does is when I'm rotating this, it rotates around its actual center, right? Okay, so back to what we were doing. I'm going to rotate this up a little ways. I'm going to come to the side perspective that I haven't really touched here and rotate it again. Just going to select it and bring it right into the middle now. But basically that's all the trick is going X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z over and over again, looking at these planes and adjusting. And what you'll find is every time you do it, it'll get a little bit closer. It's kind of like a part that's wobbling into a central place, right? Okay, another trick that I can employ is see how you can't actually see through this mesh into the background grid. Well, if you press this little button up here, toggle X-ray, you can see straight through. Now, fortunately, I know this part is a very symmetrical plastic injection molded part, right? So I know if I pick off a really far off point on this part, say this one over here, and I come to the other side and I see the same point, I want them to line up on this grid. If I can make that happen, then because they're such far away parts, it's very easy to get it aligned because those two parts are good and everything else in between. Holding down Shift lets you do micro adjustments as well. Once again, I've got my eye on two far away points here that I know should be pretty level.